up, peeps? It's your boy, the Penguin, sitting right next to my boy, the Watts.
Hi, and welcome to our 2016 year in review. Hashtag, don't do what the Oscars do.
Blah blam. Alright guys, we're gonna talk about our 2016 year in review of movies. So we have a few categories.
What was good, what wasn't, maybe some of the categories that we enjoy. Not too many categories here, really just like 5 or 6. Maybe best actor, best kids movie, drama, comedy, and then we like the independent films, so we'll talk a little bit about them and what was good in that genre. Maybe to start this off, you want to talk about why this is so late. Well, kind of not.
There was a lot of movies.
There's a lot of movies to catch up
to
on.
watch.
I mean, realistically, you can't watch all the movies as they come out and hold a steady job. So we had to backtrack. That took a couple months. And also, we got to check out what the other guys thought were good. We also the Oscars, who didn't know what they thought was good, apparently.
We're also not rich. It costs $10 to go to movies.
Yeah.
So we're not rich.
This year, 2017, we're making the effort. As March, we've already been there 4 times.
Yes.
So
that's because March has been a very good month
has been a very good month. But we'll get back to that later.
Yeah.
But let's start off with our first category. Would you like to announce it?
It's independent/B movies for 2016.
And the nominees are My Blind Brother, Manchester by the Sea, The Bronze, and Demolition.
And the winner is?
The Bronze. The Bronze is a movie about a failed Olympic medalist. It's a comedy made by the girl who plays what's her name, the blonde chick on The Big Bang Theory, not the hot blonde chick, but the other hot blonde chick, the nerdy one. But it's absolutely hysterical. She actually wrote and directed the movie with her husband. It's definitely a movie to check out. The other nominees were My Blind Brother, which has I'm just at a blank for names. But there's some funny people in that. But it was kind of like a dark comedy. It was very bland. And Demolition, that was a Jake Gyllenhaal movie. It just didn't do it for me. It was more dramedy. And so let's move on to
the next category is kids.
We love kids.
Yes,
appropriately.
We are actually huge Disney fans, so
we are.
Yeah. Well, let's go over the nominees for Best Kids movie for 2016.
Best Kids is my kid. I don't have no kids. And that's the best kind of kid. Psych, just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the nominees are Kubo and the Two Strings, Finding Dory, Trolls, Sing, Moana, The Secret Life of Pets, Zootopia, and The Jungle Book. And while these are all really, really good movies, this is a really hard decision, but we have to go with our heart's desire and you're welcome!
Moana is our favorite kids movie for 2016. And you know what? This is where the Academy got it wrong. They got this one wrong. Because Zootopia is the one who actually won the Oscar, but Moana was not even in there. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't even nominated.
And
Sad.
it should have been. It's
in the
a
words
great
of Donald
kids
Trump.
movie.
Sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but literally, okay, Zootopia wasn't even on my radar. Secret Life of Pets wasn't on my personal radar. It was the nominees for me would have been legitimately it would have been Moana, Sing, Finding Dory, Trolls. Kubo and the Two Strings is more like an independent of the kids' movies, which I would have went with that if there was a category, but there's not, and we didn't make one because just damn it, we didn't.
All right, the other runners up to this were okay movies. They're really good movies. Like Finding Dory was a really great movie, but I'm telling you, Moana was just. I'm telling you, as soon as we watched Moana, we've watched it over and over and over and over.
It's great because of the music, the rock, the franchise Viagra, just the music, the feel goodness, the mythos, the story. Like, it's just
I mean, it
everything
just took me
about it.
back to Disney movies in general of how Disney used to do it back in the day. You know, it's just.
It's a movie that made you leaving feeling good with a smile on your face.
That's exactly
what it
what
should be.
So our next category is the best movie for drama in 2016.
Oh. Okay.
We'll go back.
Okay, drama. And the nominees are
Fences, Mr. Church, Sully, Manchester by the Sea, Moonlight, and Bleed for This.
Ooh, that was a good one. Very slow though.
Yeah. And
anyway,
the winner
the
is Fences.
Fences. Denzel, my man.
Yeah. Very good movie. Very touching. It's one of those movies that you can sit down and really, really get into. To all the characters around. Man, I'll tell you what. And you just gotta watch it. When you get it, definitely pick that up. It's
no spoilers.
It's a heartfelt.
It's gonna tug one of your heartstrings.
Yeah.
But you're gonna laugh along the way. You're gonna smile.
And again, I think this is another where the Academy kind of got that wrong a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went with Moonlight, which was a lot more.
That's a spoiler for the Oscars.
It was a lot more depressing than it was keeping you like uplifted along the way. But it also had a great story to tell. I'm not downing the movie. It's a great movie. Please watch it. Hence the fact that it was nominated.
So our next category is Best Comedy.
Comedy, it's hilarious.
Of 2016.
Okay, and the nominees are Pop Star, Never Stop Stopping, and Dirty Grandpa, and the Brothers Grimsby, The Nice Guys, Deadpool, and Keeping Up with the Joneses.
And the winner is The Brothers Grimsby.
The Brothers Grimsby.
This is something you guys have to pick up to watch when you get it.
Chances are you haven't seen it.
Yes.
It was a very somewhat under the radar where you saw it and you were like, oh, it seems kind of Britishy. I'm not going to watch that. Please do yourself a favor and watch this movie. It
stars
awesome.
our boy Borat.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
And I mean, I was a little bit at heart at this because
it's a close tie with like two other movies, Trust and Busted.
Dirty Grandpa and Popstar are the next ones that I would say that'd be.
Popstar's another one where, you know what, you're going to watch it the first time and you're going to be like, that was dumb. If you watch it again, you're just going to be like, wait a minute, this movie is great for so many reasons.
That was me. I saw the first one, I'm like, oh my god, this is such
first time you watched it with me.
Stupid comedy, you know what I'm
Thought
saying?
it was the dumbest thing ever. And then, like a week later, he's like, dude, I watched it like 3-4 more times.
The music was pretty good. It was one of those music I was like, jamming the whole time.
Popstar, Never Stop Stopping, fronted by the band The Lonely Island. Just please check it out. And Dirty Grandpa.
Dirty Grandpa, you can actually see right now on Hulu. Hulu has Dirty Grandpa right now. You can watch. I think they might also have Popstar too. I don't know. But
Dirty Grandpa.
Dirty Grandpa, like every little
every second you're laughing. I'm telling you. It's Robert De Niro.
De Niro was great.
Best comedies.
De Niro, yeah, it was great.
But yeah, hey, that's enough talking about comedy. Deadpool was in there. That was pretty funny. But that'll be in another category. So let's talk about horror. I hate it gives me chills.
That's my pantomime chopping off my head. So, the nominees for horror are
Ouija, Origin of Evil, Autopsy of Jane Doe, The Boy, The Conjuring 2,
Dos,
Don't Breathe, and Lights Out.
And the winner is Ouija, Origin of Evil.
Ouija, Origin of Evil, it was creepy, man. It was really creepy. Please, if you're into horror, if you're not into horror, watch it because it's scary. If you're into horror, it's an automatic must-see. This is another one where it was a close runner-up. Was Autopsy of Jane Doe. Now, this was like an under-the-radar film. But, man, dude, I was just unnerved the whole time. It was creepy. Not to mention the other nominees, The Boy. That was creepy, and there's going to be a sequel, so obviously it was good. Conjuring 2, there's going to be another Conjuring film, so obviously it was good. Don't Breathe, that's a must-see. It straddles horror and thriller. And Lights Out. I don't know if I could take another Lights Out. That movie, I actually could not sleep that night without the lights on. It psyched me out enough to where I'm like, every time I turned off the lights, I could just hear the girl.
It sounds like everything on this list is pretty good, but
Origins of Evil is a winner.
I remember when he went. I watched Ouija. That's probably the only one on this list that I've actually watched. And I remember what he said. He's like, "Oh man, it was just creepy the whole way through it." And I was like, "Yeah. I totally agree."
And you know what? What really puts me over the top is when a little girl's in there and creepy. Like little girls freak me out.
You're gonna die down there.
And we're in the basement studio right now, so that's just even more creepy. So anyway, yeah, horror, Origins of Evil, Ouija.
Our next topic, our next award title is comic book movies for 2016.
Ooh, now there were quite a few.
And this is one where me and him can definitely go back and forth with.
Pretty much.
We were already set on what we had until December hit, and then we was like, okay, now we gotta switch the game up. Because we saw a movie that was awesome. But let's give out the list of nominees. The nominees are...
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's not how it goes.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I mixed it with Power Rangers. That was my problem. Okay, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Captain America Civil War. Deadpool. Batman versus Superman Extended Cut.
You had to put extended cut in there.
Have to be specific.
Gotta be specific. You gotta put extended cut in there.
Suicide Squad. And Doctor Strange.
And the winner is...
Doctor Strange.
And this is where we were kind of jaded right here because around like before December time,
we thought we knew
it was Suicide Squad, right? We was like, oh, Suicide Squad was going to go for the win.
it was either that or Deadpool.
It was either Suicide Squad or Deadpool. I've seen Deadpool now probably like 8-9 times at least, and Suicide Squad I've seen almost the same. And each one I like each one of them.
Deadpool was probably the front runner because of the comedy, and you know what, we've been wanting a Deadpool movie for so long.
Oh.
But then Doctor Strange just came out and just was amazing on so many levels.
It was great.
Suicide Squad was also another good one, regardless of what critics say, because they were able to fit so many great stories in such a short amount of time.
And what was funny is last year around this time, me and this guy were just sitting there saying to ourselves, dude, Batman vs. Superman, can't wait, bro. You know, Batman vs. Superman, dude, we gotta see that movie. And we go, and we're like, bleh. But then we sat through the extended cut, and we're like, okay, we'll put it on the list.
There's something here. What they need, I don't know, this is not really the time to talk about that, but if DC could put a little more light instead of just like super darkness. If DC movies is like an emo kid in high school that you just like, oh man, like you have great qualities, but like you're just depressing me. But hopefully that changes as
and that's what's
today,
crazy.
As we film this, the new Justice League trailer just dropped and it looks sick. I think Aquaman and
spoilers. I haven't seen it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Aquaman and Batman's dynamic is going to be the comedy we need. But anyway,
I mean. Like Turtles, for instance, when we went and saw Turtles, man, every part of that movie scratched my inner child.
Oh my god, yeah.
It was good, and we were thinking, I was like, oh man, you know, the first one, the second one, okay, but then they played remember when we walked out of the theater, they were playing the original song, we're like, oh my god, that's so awesome. Krang looked good in it, you know.
The Technodrome.
Yeah.
Very cool stuff.
I mean, we didn't review these this past year, but... It was something we should have.
Well, and you know what? Here we are now.
Yeah. But Doctor Strange, definite.
You have to see this movie.
Pick it up.
I don't care if you're not a
Watch
Marvel
it.
fan. Watch this movie. It's smart. There's magic. It makes magic make sense.
And it looks cool.
And it looks
It looks
awesome.
man cool. All right, our next category is
Sci-fi.
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 Sci-fi of 2016.
And the nominees are
Independence Day. Passengers. Fantastic Beasts.
and where to find them.
Star Trek Beyond. 10 Cloverfield Lane. Star Wars. Rogue One. And Arrival.
Okay.
And the winner is...
Star Trek Beyond. As my dogs bark, and I'm sure you can hear. Anyway, Star Trek Beyond.
Star Trek Beyond was really good.
It was our drum roll that got the dogs knocking. They thought somebody was at the door.
We should stop a drum roll. Stupid dogs. But anyways, we're going because this is one take.
Yeah,
We're one take guys.
Thanks, dogs.
Yeah, thanks, dogs. Meatloaf.
I need to soundproof the studio.
Yes.
Okay, so anyway, the winner was, what was it?
Star Trek Beyond.
Trek Beyond. Why though? Why? Why not Independence Day? Because Star Trek Beyond.
Yes. Star Trek was very, very good. This new rendition, I don't know what it is. All the Star Trek, actually I do know what it is. It's the whole team that they put together makes me get right behind it. It's the longevity of the franchise itself.
Where can it go?
I mean, it mixes old with new, and it's just
Love it.
it's great. And like I said, from Captain Kirk the whole way down. Plus, it's the last movie of Chekhov, which is
It was sad. But may he rest in peace.
rest in peace.
It's a joke. Anyway,
No quiero besos.
Huesos. The Star Trek franchise, man, it's just they modernized it so well. It's great. It's
And
like
it
modern
looks-
movie making style.
When people remake movies that were old, sometimes they hit it out of the park. Sometimes they complete.
Well, they try to reboot it,
You
but
know?
instead they didn't reboot it. They found a way to reboot it while still continuing it.
with keeping it cool.
Well, they
Still keep
it's
it
still
cool.
connected to the original series.
Yeah.
Like literally, the timeline flows, and it's not even a reboot. It's like a restructuring.
Yeah. Which I see, and like I told him, after we got done watching that movie, I told him, I was like, yo, they could keep going on with this. They could keep going on another sequel, another sequel. I mean, they could keep doing as many as the originals had.
So
You know?
let's talk about Independence Day, though. I mean,
Yeah, we don't want to shit that. Shit
the
bed with
reason
that
we
one
don't want to neglect mentioning Independence Day is because Jeff Goldblum. Right? Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, amazing.
All right, so a great movie. There will hopefully be third as.
And I know there's probably a lot of people out there, but what about Star Wars Rogue One?
Let's not talk about Star Wars.
We're not going to talk about Star Wars.
If you want to
Rogue
talk about Star Wars Rogue One, we'll talk about the last 3 minutes of the movie, okay?
One. Boom.
And
That was awesome.
hashtag I can't give you a spoiler. Hashtag no hashtag. I'm not going to give you any spoilers because I'm a nice guy, but sorry, Rogue One was just not for me.
Not
Now,
either.
let's talk about the best biopic or documentary of the year. Here are the nominees. This was a tough one.
It was.
Sully, Bleed for This, Hands of Stone, The Resurrection of Jake the Snake, The Birth of a Nation, Hacksaw Ridge, and Jackie. And the winner is Hacksaw Ridge.
This movie was great.
Wow. Just amazing.
It was really good. I mean, if you're into like army movies, this is the one to watch for this past year. Really good, great character, decent. And do we have to say the actor Andrew Garfield
Yeah, he was
amazing in it.
phenomenal.
Amazing in it. Just everything about it was just. I loved it. I couldn't stop watching it when it came on.
There was a little bit of levity and comedy. There was like drama. There was suspense. There was just gritty, disgusting like war. Like it really showed you what it was like. And man, I mean, if you could feel what it was like to be on that battlefield. Trust me, you will with this.
Not to mention the balls of that character. You know what I'm saying? It was just
that dude had some big balls.
it's some big balls. But like our second and thirds, like Sully and Resurrection and Jake the Snake, like. For me, for instance, I watched the Sully thing, and of course we all heard the news of it. You know, we've all seen that news footage of him landing it in the water.
More modern. We've kind of lived through that.
But Tom Hanks playing that character was really, really good.
That was good. Now, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh.
This until I saw Hacksaw Ridge, Jake the Snake Roberts was probably the best film I've seen all year.
It's on Netflix right now. Go see it.
Do watch that movie, man.
Watch it.
Whether you're
DDP's the one who actually did it, and he did a good job of looking at behind the scenes of how taking a wrestler who was drug habits and painkillers
abused
and
as a child,
abusives and he got his mind right, he got his drug right, and his drug habit right, and his body right. And it's a great, the resurrection of the Jake the Snake. The title is actually perfect for the whole thing. You know, it's a perfect title to do it, and it's definitely a good watch. Like I said, it's on Netflix right now. I'm not plugging them, but
watch that movie.
Watch it. Definitely watch that one.
All right.
Our next category is action/thriller of 2016. And the nominees are
Nerve, Hacksaw Ridge, Independence Day 2, Suicide Squad, Tarzan, The Infiltrator, London Has Fallen, and The Accountant. But the winner here is
Hacksaw Ridge.
Again. Why though?
Because of the action.
It's a great movie.
Because of the action. The action is great. It's edge of your seat.
It was thrilling. I mean, it's only about half the movie. The first half of the movie was kind of like a thriller, emotional thriller. The last half was just like, ooh.
And this is, you know what though? This is something where movie makers need to take this movie and actually go through it and be like, okay, we should try to like mimic this. Like they had sort of like it was more like a what do you call it? Like origins in the beginning, a little bit, just a little bit, tiny bit of origins and flashbacks, and then but kept you in. It brought you back in every time.
You're kind of talking about like comic book movies should take a hint of like, all right, let's do the origins, but let's get it out of the way and then get into the good stuff.
Yeah, not have a whole freaking movie of just being an origin thing. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. Because you know what? Chances are, if it's a superhero, like how many times do we have to watch Batman's mom die? I think the general public gets it. All right? Let's be like, okay, they died, cool, now what's Batman doing? Cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Best Actor of 2016. There's quite a few nominees
and
here.
The nominees are?
Ben Affleck for The Accountant. Ryan Gosling in La La Land. You know that movie that like white people like? Denzel Washington for Fences. Eddie Murphy for Mr. Church. Andrew Garfield for Hacksaw Ridge. Jared Leto for Suicide Squad. Will Smith for Suicide Squad. Will Smith for Collateral Beauty. Oh, man, yeah. Mark Wahlberg in Patriots Day. And Benedict Cumberbatch in Doctor Strange.
And the winner is Denzel Washington.
In Fences.
I have to agree with this a lot because I'm telling you, Denzel Washington, let's just say with us, you don't have to be a bad guy to win our award. Okay? You do not have to be a bad guy to win our award here. Because this was very great performance, I think, by Denzel Washington. Even though almost every performance I've seen with Denzel is pretty good. But this was really good movie. It's definitely a good watch. I tell everybody that ever asks me about Fences to go watch it. Definitely watch this movie.
I'm going to say a close second here, not even mentioning anybody else other than Will Smith in Collateral Beauty. If you haven't seen that, just go see it.
Will Smith has knocked it out of the park this past year. In 2016, this was a pretty good big Will Smith year. Both Collateral Beauty and Suicide Squad. I thought he did an awesome job as being a Deadshot.
Deadshot, yeah.
I mean, and also we have to put Leto there too. His Joker rendition of Joker is probably in our top 5, at least. Maybe it's in my top 3 at least.
I like it.
I think he did very good. A lot of people think he did shit. but I don't think so.
It's open to interpretation. I liked it. I thought personally it was a little more. It was comic booky / updated.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was modern.
Well, I think the biggest issues what people had when him being the Joker
is that they're comparing him to
well, not just to mention his grill and like he looked like he had like a gangster theme type thing.
That's what I liked.
Yeah.
That's what I
liked it. I liked the tattoos.
Listen, everybody wanted to be like, okay, if you're not better than Ledger, you're nothing.
I also thought his like laugh was really good. Like I liked his laugh.
I agree.
That he did, and that's like iconic when it comes to the Joker. You got to have a good iconic Joker laugh.
Well, speaking about Suicide Squad, let's switch over to another category: Best Actress, where we nominated Margot Robbie from Suicide Squad, who played Harley Quinn.
This was tough. This was tough one.
Amy Adams from Arrival, Emma Stone from La La Land, the white people movie, Viola Davis from Fences, Michelle Williams from Manchester by the Sea, Octavia Spencer from Hidden Figures, and Naomi Harris from Moonlight. The winner here for us is Viola Davis from Fences. Once again, it's a really, really good movie. It's going to touch your heart. Please go watch it.
She was also in Suicide Squad too. You could also put that.
She was.
Put that in Suicide Squad too.
Wow, you're right.
She did very. I mean, this was her year too.
Amanda Waller. That's right.
Yeah, my wife watches her on her TV show that she has.
What's that? The West Wing?
No, How to
Get Away with Murder.
Murder. Yeah, How to Get Away with Murder. She's really good on that show too. But this in the movies, this was her year. This was definitely her year. She did very well. She did good in Suicide Squad. You wanted to like kick her ass. You know what I'm saying? But also, she did. This movie here was a performance of a lifetime for her, I think. So.
Yep. Sorry, I just was startled for a moment. Okay, and one of our final categories here, Best Director. Would you like to name off the nominees?
Yeah, nominees are for Best Director would be Mel Gibson, Hacksaw Ridge, Damien Chazelle in La La Land, Dennis, I can't say this last name,
Villanueva
in Arrival. Sorry if I butchered that. Barry Jenkins for Moonlight, and Kenneth Lonergan. Did I say that right?
Leonard.
Well, I can't. I'm
you know
butchering
what?
these.
He's not nominated anymore.
Manchester by the Sea.
All right, and then the winner
is Mel Gibson, Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, he may say some messed up things in real life, but I'm not going to judge him by that. I'll judge him by the movies he makes. Hacksaw Ridge, amazing. Apocalyptico, The Passion of the Christ. And my dogs apparently don't like him.
So who would we pick now for best movie? Since we have tally all this up, it would have to be between Hacksaw Ridge.
It would have to be between Hacksaw Ridge and Fences. And you know what? It's going to have to go for me. I'm going to go with Fences.
Fences it is.
Fences it is.
Definitely is. I have to agree with the Waters. Fences was a great movie. Definitely a good watch. But definitely go see Hacksaw Ridge too. So that's definitely. Those are great movies. But hey, that's our little award show for
that wraps up
2016 for us.
Let's look forward to 2017.
Yeah, make sure you tune in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow, see first on all our stuff, so we can you can watch all our great content.
This is the lady who gets me my drinks.
Yeah, this is our producer.
Production assistant.
That's our production assistant. All right, bye.